Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final session of the day here in the Great Hall. The topic for this session is green materials, measuring the impact. As chair of the session, my name is Peter Seymour. I am a director in ECOCEM Ireland. I have worked in the cement industry in Ireland since 1990, and I joined ECOCEM in 2005. And we have a keen interest in this particular topic. As pointed out earlier, as operational CO2 and operational energy is driven down in construction through targets, through regulations and through innovations, and indeed as electricity itself is decarbonised, what remains to be addressed is, after these efficiencies are created, what remains to be addressed is the impact of materials themselves in construction. And in particular, the efforts that can be done and the need to achieve efficient materials in terms of CO2, embodied CO2 and embodied energy, and efficient design. So Jane Anderson and Dr. Craig Jones, who have travelled over to be with us from the UK, are going to go through many of these issues this afternoon in their two presentations. They will take us from a high-level view of the entire building design through life cycle assessment, planning issues that were touched on earlier by Kieran O'Connor, the OPW, on green public procurement in relation to the new policy in Ireland, down to the detail on a look into the specifics of construction materials in terms of the specific embodied CO2 and specific embodied energy of building materials. Now, these subjects will be of interest to specifiers, to designers and to procurers, and I think that the work done both by Craig and Jane over recent years will illustrate what can be achieved in these areas and will be of use to you all, whether you're a specifier, a designer or a procurer. So the first presentation this afternoon will be Jane Anderson. Jane is a qualified architect. She works for PE International as this international sustainable consultant, and she has worked originally with BRE Global, where she helped to develop the BREEAM system, and also she's co-author of the Green Guide, with which many of you are familiar. She has a specialist expertise on life cycle assessment, and she's the UK's expert on the CEN-TC 350 Sustainability of Construction committees. And she is working on an environmental design tool called Invest2. Jane's presentation is entitled Life Cycle Assessment. Jane.